Mnaenda home direct. Harambe.
To see change in the Republic of Kenya, a time has come to say, fagia wote. These guys have to go.
We are going to drain the swamp. We are going to peleka kila mtu home. Fagia wote.
Watu wa 10 bila break, najua roho inawauma. Mkitaka mlipuke. Hata Kalonzo hatumtaki. We want something brand new.
In short, end of term exam to share is set. And I bet mnaenda home direct. Hara.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks again for joining us here at Brave Kenya TV, where we stand for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Now, right now in Kenya, there's a big wave that is forming. Inaendelea tu kushika moto pole pole. It is simmering under. Inapiga press ups. It's about to hit home. And that wave is fagia wote. This is something that any politician akisikia hivi anasikia ni kama damu yake imesimama. Young people are saying we don't want anything to do with this political class who have been there for years, but they've never done a single thing that is transformational. Most of them have been members of parliament, an institution that is supposed to oversight the executive, but they've not done their role. They've not been representing the voice of Mwananchi. Some of them have been CSs, some of them have been ministers in previous governments, some of them have been prime ministers and even vice presidents, deputy presidents, but they've never done anything that is transformational for Kenya. They have actually been part and parcel of why Kenya is where it is right now. If Kenya is a swamp, like most people figuratively put it, these guys are like the big hippos, the grandfather hippos, the big crocodiles that are roaming about in the swamp with entitlement. You know, I've been here longest. I'm the biggest around here. I've got the most money. I've got the most networks. You guys cannot do anything. But Gen Z right now is saying, dude, we're going to chase you out of this place. We're going to drain the swamp and we're going to turn this place into something else, into a new Kenya that is equitable, that treats everyone fairly, where there's no big, there's no small, everyone gets their rights, there's rule of law, and resources are shared equitably. So young people are saying, 2027, people are going to go home en masse.
We are not for GACHAGUA. We are not for Raila. We are not for Ruto. Watu wa 10 bila break, najua roho inawauma. Mkitaka mlipuke. Hata Kalonzo hatumtaki. We want something brand new. Hawa watu wote wamekuwa hapo, ndo wanatuumiza, ndo wanatukoroga, wanaleta siasa ya kikabila.
You might have stolen our past, but let me tell you, we will protect our future with everything we've got. Sweat, tears, and blood. We will protect our future. We will drain the swamp. We will clean it up. Tutafagia wote. Viva GENZote, viva.
Fellow Kenyans, Steve Mbogo here. Now, there seems to be a lot of disappointment from Kenyans in regards to the handshake that was witnessed between President William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. I want to remind Kenyans that all these senior politicians in this country have one thing in common. And the one thing in common is that they've all been in this political game for the longest, actually a minimum of about 30 years. When you talk of Raila Amolo Odinga entered politics in the year 1982. So we're talking close to 43 years in active politics. Kalonzo Musyoka entered politics in 1983. So we're talking close to about 42 years in active politics. A leader like Musalia Mudavadi entered politics in 1989. We are talking to close to about 36 years in active politics. William Samoei Ruto, who is the current president today, entered politics in the year 1992. We're talking to that's about 33 years in active politics. So what does that tell you? That tells you that these are the same people, or rather the same monkeys in the same forest. Now look at these 4 individuals I've mentioned here. They've all been in all senior political positions in this country. They've been ministers, they've been vice presidents, they've been president, they've been deputy prime ministers. But what do they have to show for it in terms of taking this country forward, in terms of development, in terms of enriching the lives of Kenyans? I don't think there's anything they can show for it. So what is it we Kenyans expect from these old individuals who've been in this game for the longest, and they have nothing to show for it? And right now, we seem to expect them to do something that can change our lives. A time has come where now we need to do what we call a political overhaul in this country. We need to get rid of these same monkeys in the same forest if we want real change in this Republic of Kenya. And this is something we have to deliberate and we have to speak as Kenyans. For us to see change in the Republic of Kenya, a time has come to say, fagia wote. These guys have to go. If we want good for our country, if we want good for the future of our children and our grandchildren in this country, a time has come to say, fagia wote.
Anybody who has been there in leadership and they don't have a track record of bringing transformation in this country, wanaenda kuosha wote waende nyumbani. Now we are seeing people like Uhuru Kenyatta fronting Matiang'i to be the next presidential candidate. And you expect Matiang'i, if he becomes president, to actually bring Uhuru to justice. All those billions of money that were embezzled, about $2 billion Eurobond that never made its way to Kenya. And you expect Matiang'i to follow such things. If Uhuru is his godfather, is his political godfather, you see people like GACHAGUA right now telling the Kamba that you are Mount Kenya South, trying to form political formations and trying to front Kalonzo as the candidate. You see all manner of ethnic mobilization. But that is what we've said no to. This generation, Gen Z and millennials and all other generations, GENZote, have said collectively that we are done with political mobilization based on ethnicity. We are going to talk about issues. It does not matter whether you are Murima, whether you are from the lake, I don't know where. We are going to look at a Kenyan and their track record. If you have been good for this country, if you have demonstrated that whenever you're given power at any position, you are always thinking about the people. You are always following the constitution. And your track record shows that you are a diligent person who works hard and who delivers. Then you are the right leader for Kenya at any level. And so this tagline, Fagia Wote, is gaining traction and it's quickly becoming the tagline that will define the elections in 2027. And that is why Kenyans everywhere, bana, don't go voting for someone you know ni mwizi. Anyone who goes around campaigning, pouring money in millions, mtu ame spend 50 million to become an MP. How do you expect this person to help you when he becomes MP? Nyinyi wenyewe angaliana hapo, look at local level, find leaders who are credible. Whether they have been chairmans of SACCOs or matatu welfares or any other organization, wameonyesha ni watu hawana corruption. They've shown that they're people who respect the rule of law and order. They've shown that they are credible, trustworthy people. These are the people you should line up behind and make them your leaders. Wachana na hii watu wanasukuma kutoka juu. Ati Uruta amekuja, ama Raila amekuja, amesema atipatia fulani kiti. Why is he saying that? Because that person has actually given him money. And watu wamehonga, these party leaders, ni wapewe straight tickets. So this time round, at every level, vote for a person based on their track record. Period. Na hii watu wengine yote, fagia wote.
Mnaenda home direct. Harambe.
Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Thanks for your time. If you are new to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe, give this video a big like and leave a comment, and also hit the bell button so you get notified when we post next time. God bless you. Aluta continue. Peace. See you later.
Katiba meinajisi, uchumi hainawiri, na hizi mmenisaliti, mnataka miaka ingine 5 ya kufanya nini?